What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's lesson on Albania. What was that? Look out, it's the Albanian Eagle! As you can see, the Albanian flag is actually pretty simple. It's just a red banner with a double-headed eagle emblem on top of it. The red represents the trademarked Albanian bravery, while the double-headed eagle is a historic symbol that represents the Albanian people. What did I do? Montenegro and Serbia would like to have a word about your eagle. That's right. Serbia, Montenegro, and Albania all claim the eagle as a symbol of their country. Let's not get them fighting. We don't need a third Balkan War. In terms of its political geography, Albania is located in the South Balkan region, just north of Greece, south of Montenegro, east of Macedonia and Kosovo, and off the coasts of the Ionian and Adriatic Seas. Now, unlike its Mediterranean neighbors, Albania does not have many islands that border its coastline. In fact, it only has between 7 and 10 islands, while its southern neighbor has around 6,000. However, most of these islands have ancient sites and historic landmarks on them, such as the Ali Pasha Castle on the island of Butrit and the 13th century monastery on Zvernik Island. In terms of its physical geography, Albania is about 70% mountainous, with around 25% of its land being arable and suitable for farming. Oh, which by the way, is a sector that employs nearly half of all Albanians. They take farming seriously. In addition to fruits, vegetables, and other produce, Albanians also like to grow tobacco. That's right, Albania makes some good cigarettes and chewing tobacco. Now, Albania is also loaded with other types of geographical features, like rolling hills, lush forests, and temperate beaches, like the ones at Kasamil and Durrës. In terms of its demographics, around 85% of people in the country identify themselves as ethnically Albanian. Now, there are some minorities in the country as well, like Greeks, Macedonians, and Montenegrins. The vast majority of people in the country also speak the Albanian language, which is probably one of the most unique features about this awesome country. Today, the Albanian language relates to no other Indo-European language branch in the world. It stands alone as its own and very unique language. Albania also has a very interesting religious makeup. Unlike most of Europe, 60% of Albanians identify themselves as non-denominational or Muslim, while 20% identify themselves as Christian, mostly Catholics and Orthodox Christians. Even with this rich religious background, Albania at one point actually banned all religion and was known as the first atheist country in the world until the collapse of the communist regime in 1992. Okay guys, buckle up, because this is where things get pretty interesting. Historically, Albania has always been in a pretty sticky situation. After gaining its independence from the Ottoman Empire, Albania kind of went through like 100 years of not really knowing what it was, and the Soviets just kind of walked on in. And during the Cold War, Albania was part of the Soviet Communist bloc. However, during the Sino-Soviet split, Albania decided to side with China instead of Russia, which was not the best decision. This decision gave Albania a lot of new enemies and only one ally in the faraway China. And it can be kind of hard to have a real ally when they're like a couple thousand miles away from you. And even after all the trouble that Albania went through, China was kind of like, nice of you to help Albania, but sayonara. And then Albania had no allies. And after the death of the communist dictator Enver Hoxha, the Albanian people were kind of like, yeah, this government's kind of trash, we should change. And so, in 1990, the communist regime ended and Albania became a constitutional republic. Yay, democracy! This move opened up a lot of doors for Albania. And since then, Albania has tried to reach out to almost every country in the world to try and make a lot of friends. To this day, it has about 40 embassies in 40 different countries. Good job, Albania. In fact, Albania is so friendly that after George Bush visited the country in 2007, they named an entire street after him. Even with all these friends, Albania definitely has a bestie, and that's Kosovo, as most of its people are ethnically Albanian. In conclusion, Albania may have made a few bad decisions here and there, but they're really starting to turn things around and make it better for themselves. I'm so proud of you, Albania. Great job. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for Algeria!